Welcome back. You're watching JetSynthesys presents Global E-Cricket Premier League on Sports 18 and Jio Cinema. और अब मैं आपको एक कहानी बताता हूँ। 2 दिन पहले मेरी एक टीम के कप्तान से बात हुई। ये टीम 5 लगातार मैच हार चुकी थी। जी हाँ, मैं बात कर रहा हूँ चेन्नई वुल्व्स के बारे में। लेकिन चेन्नई के कप्तानों की ना एक अनोखी बात है, वो बहुत काम और कूल होते हैं। जी हाँ, कैप्टन कूल कहते हैं। ये कैप्टन है सुरजीत सिंह, हमारे साथ आए हैं लुधियाना से, और इन्होंने मुझे कहा, देखिए कोई बात नहीं, हार गए हैं हम 5 मैच, लेकिन वी आर रेडी फॉर द ग्रेटेस्ट एवर कमबैक। वेलकम सुरजीत, कैसे हैं आप?
सर,
तो ये कामनेस, ये कॉन्फिडेंस कहाँ से आता है, बताइए थोड़ा सा हमें।
ये पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंसेस से आता है मेरे, क्योंकि जैसे मैंने आपके साथ डिस्कस किया कि मेरे बचपन से ही, मतलब कि जब 4-5 साल का था तभी से मेरे फादर का देहांत हो गया था। तो तब से मेरी मदर ने मेरे को पाला है। वो लोगों के घर में काम कर के उन्होंने मेरे लिए जॉब कर के मेरे लिए उन्होंने यहाँ पर मेरे को स्टडी करवाया +2 तक। तो वहाँ पे मैंने प्राइवेट अपनी BA कंप्लीट की, तो जॉब्स वगैरह करना स्टार्ट किया। पहले मैं पेट्रोल पंप से स्टार्ट किया था, जब मैं BA वगैरह कर रहा था, पार्ट टाइम अपना खर्चा निकाल रहा था। तो उसके बाद से फिर मैं एक मोबाइल कंपनी में जॉब लिया। तब से लेके अभी मैं बहुत थैंकफुल हूँ। अपनी मदर को भी थैंक करना चाहता हूँ इसके लिए कि उन्होंने मेरे लिए इतना सब कुछ किया। और अभी मैं फ़िलहाल एप्पल में जॉब कर रहा हूँ, जो कि बहुत ही रेपुटेड कंपनी है। तो ये था मेरा मतलब सफ़र। तो मेरे को काफ़ी थैंकफुल हूँ मैं गॉड को इस चीज़ के लिए।
हमने ये जाना आपके बारे में सुरजीत कि आप पेट्रोल पंप में काम करते थे, और आज आपके माँ बाप मैं कहना चाहूँगा अपने दर्शकों से कि इन्होंने अपने जो पिताजी वो बहुत जल्दी खो दिया उन्होंने। उसके बाद आपके मदर ने आपको देखा है। आज आपके मदर जब आपको नेशनल टेलीविज़न पर देखते हैं तो आप कैसा महसूस करते हो?
बिल्कुल, मैं जो भी करना चाहता था मेरा एक ही मोटिवेशन था। मेरी मॉम ने जो कुछ भी मेरे लिए किया है, तो उससे मैं 10x उनको करके दूँ। उनको मेरे पे प्राउड हो, उनको कभी काम नहीं करना पड़ेगा, ना ही मैं उनको करवाता हूँ अब। वो घर पे रहते हैं फुल टाइम और मैं कमाता हूँ।
चलिए बढ़िया है, आप कमा तो रही है, साथ ही साथ आप बहुत नाम भी कमाने वाले हो, ये हमको ज़रूर पता है। हमें बताइए आपके इंडिविजुअल परफॉर्मेंस, आप तो बहुत चमक रहे हो, पता है हमको। अब ये टीम को आप कैसे उठाओगे यहाँ से?
टीम ही उठा रही है अभी तक जितने मैच खेले हैं। मैं ऐसा नहीं कहूँगा कि टीम का परफॉर्मेंस बिल्कुल बुरा था। आप 9 के 9 मैचेस देख लीजिए। लक एक बहुत बड़ा फैक्टर होता है, नो मैटर व्हाट योर स्किल इज़। कोई भी टीम जानबूझ के नहीं, हम चाहते तो सभी, मैंने पहले भी ये चीज़ बोली थी, चाहते तो सभी लोग हैं कि हम टॉप ऑफ द टेबल रहें, हम एक कप लेके जाएं, प्राइज़ मनी लेके जाएं। लेकिन अगर चाहने से सब कुछ हो जाता तो आज हर कोई अंबानी होता।
सुरजीत के बारे में एक और इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ आपको बताते हैं। ये ऑर्थोपेडिक सर्जन को सर्जरीज में हेल्प करते थे, लाइव एक्सरेज देते थे। दैट प्रॉब्ली एक्सप्लेन्स व्हाई ही इज सो काम एंड कलेक्टेड एंड कॉन्फिडेंट एट द सेम टाइम। क्या सीखा आपने उस समय जो आप ऑर्थोपेडिक सर्जन्स के साथ आप हेल्प करते थे, और फिर ये बदलाव कैसे आया कि आज आप एप्पल में सेल्स मैनेजर हैं?
मैं वहाँ पे जैसे लोगों की दुख देखता रहता था कि जैसे किसी की हड्डियाँ टूट गई हैं, ऑर्थोपेडिक सर्जन में यही होता है, सर्जरीज। और मेरा एक पैशन था क्रिकेट खेलना। जैसा मैं GPL वगैरह यहाँ रियल क्रिकेट खेलना शुरू किया जहाँ से, तो मैं लॉन क्रिकेट भी खेलता था। तो मेरे यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हो मेरी एल्बो के ऊपर इंजरी है, तो यहाँ पर रॉड चली गई थी अंदर। तो जिसकी वजह से मैं क्रिकेट तो वैसे फिजिकल 2 साल में ऐसे ही बाजू लेके घूमता रहा। तो उसके बाद से अब तो परफेक्ट है, लेकिन मैं प्रोफेशनली क्रिकेट में 2 साल का एक्सपीरियंस, 2 साल का ऐसा गैप काफ़ी हो जाता है, वो फिर कम बैक करना मुश्किल हो जाता है। लेकिन ऑल थैंक्स टू E-क्रिकेट और रियल क्रिकेट ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म दिया है, तो वहाँ से फिर मैंने खेलना स्टार्ट किया है।
रियल लाइफ क्रिकेट में आपके फेवरेट प्लेयर कौन है?
रियल लाइफ क्रिकेट में मेरा फेवरेट युवराज सिंह हैं और विराट कोहली।
विराट कोहली, मतलब ये नाम तो बनते ही हैं, मतलब पंजाबी मुंडे, पंजाबी स्टार्स, हीरो हैं उनके।
मैं जाने से पहले आपको एक चीज़ पूछना चाहूँगा। अभी आपने देखा है, हमको पता है कि आप एक सर्जन के साथ काम कर चुके हैं जो बहुत काम एंड कलेक्टेड रहते हैं। हमने एक चीज़ देखा है कि जब ये सब प्लेयर्स नए जो थे, जब उस प्लेटफॉर्म पर आए, हमने देखा है कि उनके हैंड्स शिवर कर रहे थे, हाथ कांप रहे थे, नर्वसनेस होती है बात। बट हमें पता है आपको इस चीज़ की तो आदत होगी, आप देखते हैं इतनी चीज़ें, तो क्या आपके भी हाथ थरथरा रहे थे वहाँ पर?
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं था। 3rd मैच में, क्योंकि मैं ये सब चीज़ें पहले फेस कर चुका हूँ एक्चुअली, जैसे स्कूल ड्रामास वगैरह में ना मैं परफॉर्म करता रहता था, इसलिए अब मेरे को 3rd मैच में थोड़ा बॉलिंग करते हुए जब मैच फंस रहा था, 10 गेंद में 12 बचे थे, तो उस टाइम पे मेरे थंब में थोड़ा बहुत ये चीज़ फील हुआ। लेकिन इसके लिए भी टेक्निक वगैरह जैसे किसी बंदे ने बताई थी मेरे को, ब्रीद इन ब्रीद आउट की, तो मैंने वो कंट्रोल कर लिया था। बाकी टीम को भी मैंने ये चीज़ कर दी है, अगर आपको ऐसा कुछ लगे तो भाई ये चीज़ कर लिया करो।
और अब जो है आखिरी सवाल, चेन्नई लास्ट पोजीशन पे हैं, अभी भी वो कॉन्फिडेंस बरकरार है? क्योंकि अब देख लीजिए 5 मैच बाकी हैं, बाकी टीम्स थोड़ा आगे बढ़ रही हैं, आज छुट्टी है तो शायद देख रहे हो क्या करना है, कैसे चेंज कर सकते हैं स्ट्रैटेजी, क्या रहेगा आगे चेन्नई के लिए?
एग्जैक्टली ये जो जीपीएल ने जियो सिनेमा के साथ जो टाई अप किया है ना, तो
जी।
जियो सिनेमा पे अब सभी का क्लिप आ चुका है, तो उस पे हम वीडियोस वगैरह में देख सकते हैं कि क्या प्लानिंग रहेगी, क्या स्ट्रेटजी रहेगी, क्या कौन सा बॉलर कौन सी ज़्यादा बॉल्स करता है। तो
जी।
आज हम उसका स्टडी करेंगे, प्रॉपर डायरी पे नोट्स बना के कल से मैच टू मैच हम चलेंगे। और मैं नहीं चाहता कि जो ऑडिटोरियम में टॉप 4 का जो इवेंट होने वाला है वहाँ पे मैं स्पेक्टेट करूँ।
बिल्कुल।
ये
और जाने से पहले 1 2 3 के काउंट पे लेट्स से व्हाट GEPL स्टैंड्स फॉर, फाइंड योर ग्लोरी। सो 1 2 3,
Find your glory.
All new Pulsar Mania's here. Maniacs wanted.
Well, it's always a pleasure, of course, knowing the other side of the story of these players when they come out here and really put their hearts forward in front of us, apart from all that competition that you're seeing. But for now, we are ready for the next match, match 4 for the day, where Sydney Panthers, after their loss against Dubai, are coming back against a strong Mumbai side who have finally found that victory here. Chetan, Mumbai, edge?
Yeah, absolutely. Despite the fact that Mumbai did not win the previous 2 matches, they've just got that victory, they've changed their fortunes around. उसके बाद भी मैं यही कहूंगा कि मुंबई जिस तरीके से वो खेले हैं इस टूर्नामेंट में, इट सीम्स लाइक दे डू हैव द एज. सिडनी हैज अ लॉट ऑफ कैचिंग अप टू डू, बट दिस इज अ गुड मोमेंट फॉर देम. बहुत अच्छा मौका है उनके लिए. दूसरा मैच है आज, काफी उलटफेर हो रहा है, एंड दे आर नॉट टू फार अवे. दे आर ऑन 6 पॉइंट्स, सो इफ दे गेट दोस 2 पॉइंट्स दे कैन कीप abreast of the teams on the top.
But Sydney Panthers did, of course, won the toss there and chose to bowl, and eventually they got the score that they had, and that's how we'll have a look at the talent predictions then. Boom! I think we got the Kolkata one right, or many of us at least. I think good to see a lot more greens, Chetan.
I'm surprised I got 3 right today. I'm really surprised.
Well, there, of course, the predictions are going to keep coming for the other 3 games that we have eventually, or rather, the 2 matches, of course, after this that we're going to have. But then it is this important match for Sydney Panthers. They've lost their first game, remember. Dubai Vipers there, staying on top of the table. But it's chance now for Sydney Panthers to really make a movement from there. They're playing, of course, remember, 2 games for the day. If they can win the second one, I think they'll go back with smiles on their faces.
Yeah, both teams playing their second games of the day. That's their last game of the day as well. We are past the halfway stage of the tournament. तो मौका तो है और competition भी बहुत intense है. Every point matters from here. And let's take a look at the teams, the squads here, and the players that will be very, very important. And for Sydney Panthers, of course, we have to start with Pradyumna. He has been their top scorer. And you know what? He needs support. ये सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी है. Akshu has had last 2-3 games बहुत अच्छी बैटिंग की है उन्होंने, लेकिन वो सपोर्ट जो है प्रद्युम्ना को वो आजान से आना चाहिए, वो आ नहीं रहा है. Maybe they need to change their batting order in the power play at least. I think we'll have to wait and watch.
हम देखेंगे कि last match, of course, they lost 2 quick wickets. I think now they have to be a little more careful from their approach.
Yes, exactly. And that's what happens when they lose a lot of wickets and the pressure comes on Pradyumna and he's not able to play his natural game. और मुंबई ग्रिजलीज, इनके बारे में क्या बात करें. साजन प्रीत उनके मेन स्टे है बैटिंग. Davinder, what a rock star captain. Abhishek or Swapnil, they have been brilliant with the ball. Milan with his experience. And they have PK, who is the #1 gamer in real cricket. ये star-studded team है, one of the best teams out there. There is a reason why this is a top 3 team, Abhi.
Well, of course, the presence of that likes of Davinder, PK, Sargent makes them a force to reckon with, and that's what really matters. But we have seen in some of those cases where these guns, when they don't fire, it becomes problematic for Mumbai. And in some cases where you have seen at least top 2 fire, Mumbai are almost guaranteed a victory there.
Yeah, absolutely. And the players to watch for us, Saurabh and PK. PK, जैसे मैंने बताया आपको, #1. सौरभ स्ट्राइक रेट ऑफ 193 and 89. लेकिन सौरभ के पास एक चीज और भी है. He's been taking wickets. He's been among the wickets. And before today started, he had already picked up 6 wickets. So, he is going to be very important. इनका economy जो है 10 से कम का है. So when you are faced with PK, who's the #1 batter, strike rate of 260, his bowling is going to matter a lot.
मैं कहना जरूर चाहूंगा हमारे सब व्यूअर्स को कि यहाँ पर जब हम 5 ओवर्स खेलते हैं बहुत महत्वपूर्ण होता है कि आप बैट और बॉल दोनों के साथ परफॉर्म करें. एक यू कांट एफोर्ड एक्चुअली टू जस्ट बैट एंड देन नॉट कंट्रीब्यूट इन द बॉलिंग.
जी बिल्कुल, 5 ओवर का खेल है तो आप ये नहीं कह सकते कि पहले 2 ओवर जो पावर प्ले ओवर्स हैं कि वो ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. लास्ट के 3 ओवर्स वो फिनिशिंग करना भी ज्यादा जरूरी है. हमने पिछले मैच में ही देखा था, 3rd ओवर में हैट्रिक आया था, लेकिन 4th और 5th ओवर में एक्स्ट्रा 25 रन बने और वहां पे मैच चला गया डिस्पाइट द फैक्ट दैट हाफ द टीम वाज आउट.
Well, then we are ready for the toss for this game. Let's go around with our host who's there with the captain and the umpires.
Thank you so much, Roshan and Chetan, for the lovely insights. But without any further ado, let's call upon both the teams who are going to battle it out. Now, I did mention in game number 3 today that, yeah, apes were there. But it's time for the Bears to hop in. Yes, I'm talking about Mumbai Grizzlies. And on my other side, there'll be a second team playing. That's Sydney Panthers. So I don't know in a Bear versus Panther battle who's going to win it, because Panthers are fast, Bears are heavy. But let's just call them up on stage. Let's welcome with a big round of applause, Sydney Panthers and the Mumbai Grizzlies.
All new Pulsar Mania is here. Maniacs wanted.
Piyush, hey, I was just on Lenskart. ये जो price है $999, right?
नहीं करण, रुपीज है.
I can't be seen wearing glasses under 1 lakh. Price थोड़ा ज्यादा हो सकता है क्या?
करण, ये बढ़िया प्राइस है. It's only because we don't have middlemen.
90,000?
आप कहीं और से ले लो.
80,000.
I'm going. Bye.
अमीरों की हाई लगेगी तुझे.
फैक्ट्री वाले प्राइसेस, नो मिडलमैन. लेंसकार्ट, डाउनलोड द ऐप.
लेकिन ये पाइप चलेगा.
फिनोलेक्स पाइप्स, पीढ़ियां बदलेंगी, पाइप नहीं.
Both the teams are here. Let's call on the captains and let's have the toss quickly, because I cannot wait for this match. Because before I was, starting the show right here, I mean, before this match, there were some shots fired from that side. So both the captains, come up quickly, please. Akshu and Davinder. वैसे वो इशारों में बोल रहा था कुछ बोल रहा था, वो कुछ बताना चाहोगे?
वो तो हंसी मजाक चलता रहता है मैच से पहले.
अच्छा, हंसी मजाक था. अगर मैच में हो गया ना फिर तुमसे मैं बात करता हूँ. बट चलिए, कोई देर नहीं करते, लेट्स जस्ट कॉल ऑन द अंपायर क्विकली. अंपायर, प्लीज कम अप ऑन स्टेज. अंधाधुन अंपायर, प्लीज कम अप ऑन स्टेज. Huge round of applause for the Andhadhun umpire, please. And with that, let's have the toss. Who's calling? Davinder? Okay, Akshu is calling.
हेड्स.
तुम हंसते नहीं हो यार, टॉस जीत के भी. ये क्या बात हो गई?
टीम नहीं जीत रही है ना, टॉस जीत कर.
अच्छा, टॉस जीतते बस. चलो, आज शायद से कुछ और हो जाए. बट व्हाट आर योर प्रिपरेशंस फॉर टुडे? क्योंकि आज आपके लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट मैच है. नाउ यू आर वन ऑफ द डार्क हॉर्सेस, राइट? आप एकदम फ्लैशी नहीं खेल रहे हो, आप बहुत अंडर द रेडार खेल रहे हो. कुछ अलग से आप करना चाहोगे, क्योंकि सिर्फ 5 दिन बचे आपके मैचेस के, एंड अगर क्वालिफाई नहीं हो पाए तो फाइनल्स नहीं खेल पाओगे आप. कुछ अलग से प्रिपरेशंस आपने किए हैं?
नहीं, सिंपल ही रखा है. सिंपली बस 60 प्लस का, अगर मतलब इनको 60 से नीचे रोक देते हैं तो वो चेस हो सकता है. पिछले मैच में थोड़ा फंबल कर गए, बट इस मैच में ट्राई करेंगे 60 से पहले रोक ले. फिर
चलो, टॉस जीत ले हो, क्या कर रहे हो वो बता दो एक बार क्लियरली दर्शकों के लिए.
बॉल फर्स्ट.
बॉल फर्स्ट, ठीक है, बॉल फर्स्ट. सर, आपकी तो बॉलिंग भी अच्छी है, ठीक है. मैं आपके सिर्फ ठीक है इनकी बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ.
हाँ ठीक.
तो आपकी बॉलिंग भी अच्छी है, आपकी बैटिंग तो बहुत अच्छी है, हमें पता है. तो आप किस तरीके से प्रिपेयर्ड होके आते हैं यहाँ खेलने के लिए कि बॉलिंग मिल जाए, बैटिंग मिल जाए, दोनों में आप अच्छा निकाल सकते हैं, या फिर आपका माइंडसेट ये रहता है कि हाँ बॉलिंग ही लेना है मुझे किसी भी तरीके से?
जैसे हम लोग लास्ट मतलब 2 मैच में बैटिंग फर्स्ट में ना थोड़ा अच्छा नहीं खेल पाए, तो अभी लास्ट मैच में हमने टारगेट अच्छा सेट किया, तो उसके अकॉर्डिंग ही खेलेंगे, क्योंकि जल्दी विकेट थ्रो करके आते थे, उससे हमारा क्या होता था 60 के नीचे स्कोर रहता था। बॉलिंग अच्छी है तो 60 प्लस रहेगा तो हम लोग डिफेंड कर लेंगे।
फिर आज ऑलरेडी आप एक मैच जीत चुके हैं, राइट? तो आज से वो अलग हमें गेम स्टोरी देखने का
मतलब 60 प्लस करना है तो हो जाएगा।
राइट, देखिए ऑल द बेस्ट, मैं आपको बिल्कुल रोके नहीं रखूंगा। प्लीज शेक हैंड्स एंड हेड ओवर टू योर डगआउट्स। बट आज एक इंपॉर्टेंट दिन इसलिए भी है क्योंकि जो टीम्स अच्छा खेल रही थी पहले 3-4 दिनों में, कोलकाता, मुंबई, दोनों ने आज कमबैक करके दिखाया है। पिछले 2-3 दिन से ये जीत नहीं पा रहे थे, सो आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग मे बी मुंबई कैन गेट अनदर वन। कोलकाता मुंबई दोनों के 2-2 मैचेस है। सिडनी दे हैव ऑलरेडी प्लेड वन, दे हैव लॉस्ट वन, दिस इज देयर सेकंड गेम। इफ दे कांट मेक इट this time, maybe it's a GG well played. We'll find out. But with that being said, our analysts are ready for the short pre-match segment, and then they'll throw back to the casters. So, analysts, please take it away.
Well, it's the second consecutive toss that Sydney have won. The question is, can they win the second game, Chetan?
Well, Mumbai batted first in their first game. London won the toss and asked them to bat first and ended up losing the game. So I thought maybe Sydney would want to do something different here. But in 30 matches out of 33, teams winning the toss have bowled first. So here we are.
So I think they're still sticking to their own plans of, maybe first game it might have not worked. Maybe now it's going to.
Maybe. Let's hope for the best and see how the game unfolds.
Well, we will keep anticipating on that. But for now, our casters are ready. Let's go down to the game.
All new Pulsar Mania is here. Maniacs wanted.
अब आगे कुछ भी हो सकता है।
निकर और टी-शर्ट पहन के आया साइकिल, लोन लगा के फोन बता दे सबको बच के
All flights to remain grounded.
कर दे।
जो खुद की सुनते हैं दुनिया उनकी सुनती है। लेंस का आकड़ है,
लेकिन ये पाइप चलेगा।
फिनोलेक्स पाइप्स, पीढ़ियां बदलेंगी, पाइप नहीं।
लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, देवियों और सज्जनों और हमारे सारे दर्शकों का एक बार फिर से स्वागत है जेट सिंथेसिस प्रेजेंट्स द ग्लोबल ई क्रिकेट प्रीमियर लीग में। हम 7वें दिन के चौथे मैच पे आ चुके हैं जो खेला जाएगा सिडनी पैंथर्स और मुंबई ग्रिजलीज के बीच में। मैं हूं फ्लोकी, मेरे साथ है सैम। मुंबई ग्रिजलीज गोइंग अप अगेंस्ट द सिडनी पैंथर्स, द बेयर्स वर्सेस द पैंथर्स। Who do you favor and why?
The previous time it was Panthers, but as per predictions, I think that it should be this because Panthers are having a rough time. I think the terrain, they're not unable to catch up to it. Whereas the Bears, they're good anywhere until and unless they find a cave, they'll go for the slumber. I hope they've not found that cave here.
Yeah, well, let's just hope they're not caught napping because the Panthers are stealthy creatures. They are creatures of the night. If they catch the Grizzlies sleeping, well, they might just take the throats off. But, that aside, I do think the Sydney Panthers have a chance to win this game. The Grizzlies, they have been looking all over the place. They've had good games, they've had bad games. Then they've had moments where they haven't scored the most runs, but they've still somehow defended it. So, yeah, a little weird. I mean, I was expecting, coming into this tournament, Davinder was the top man, but he has not really scored out of the park as much. He's bowled well. So, I mean, clearly things changing up here for the Grizzlies. Well, right off the bat, Chhatrapati is going to start things off here with a 4. As the Mumbai Grizzlies are off to a really solid start.
He did the same thing today in the second game, started with a 4. Again, Chhatrapati delivering एक बेहतरीन चौका मारते हुए. Now that boosts up the team spirit, but immediately after that, we saw his dismissal. I just hope it doesn't happen again. And therefore, a safe shot towards the mid-wicket. A little bit of a iffy fielding here. Chetan अपने टीममेट के साथ थोड़ा ना खुश है अक्षु, लाइक अरे यार क्या करते यार दूसरे बॉल पे थोड़ा रोक सकते थे, but it doesn't happen as of now. However, quickly talking about Sydney Panthers, their game today was the first one, they lost it. Coming into the Mumbai Grizzlies, it was the second game, they won it. So right now one has a victory, another one has a loss. Mumbai Grizzlies, very crucial for them to climb up.
Oh, what's happened? Oh, okay, never mind, the fielder does get to it, but I think that's an opportunity for the 3. And,
yeah, it is.
Yeah, again, that looked a little weird. I think the Panthers, again, messing up there on the fielding. So, they give up 3, but so far power play going well for them. And Yeah, overall the Panthers, they're a very strong. They're a strong batting team, but sometimes the batsmen don't tend to survive the first few overs. If they get towards that later stage, you can see Pradyuman and coach is really picking things up here.
Yeah.
But you know, on the other side of the coin, the Mumbai Grizzlies also were having slower starts. This time around, it's got a bit more life and power.
Last two deliveries, I want to see what Pappu Kumar does right now. PK, can he pick things up? Previously it was Sajan's dismissal, then PK coming through, then Davinder had to lift off, but right now PK has lifted off, but the player is going to be there right to his hands, and a golden duck. They were smiling, they were happy, look at them. They never predicted this out. They're like, okay, where did the out come from? But यहाँ पे वापस दगड़ में चले जाएंगे PK. And look at, even Panthers are like, wait, wicket मिल गया हमें?
I think वो भी काफी चौकन्ने हो गए वहाँ पे. I mean, जिस हिसाब से बॉल मारी थी, उस हिसाब से ऐसा लग रहा था कि बाउंड्री के उस पार जाएगी, लेकिन एक फील्डर थे डीप स्क्वायर लेग की तरफ, जिनकी वजह से वो गेंद पकड़ी गई. और यहाँ पे मुंबई ग्रिजलीज के लिए एक्चुअली बहुत हानिकारक हो गई. अपना सबसे कीमती बैट्समैन खो चुके हैं पप्पू प्रियदर्शी, जो ब्रूट है टीम के.
हंसते गए वापस. एंड अब अभिषेक आया है. What is this? What confusion? What spell are Mumbai putting down?
Yeah, Abhishek coming through here for well, the first over. He's actually the defensive batsman for the team. Now, this is something that
and he
was
barely makes it
thinking
to the
about.
pitch.
Right. So I was thinking about this, and I actually thought, you know, given the way this meta has been shaping up, people have been sending in their balanced batsmen first. Now, that is great and all, but if your goal is just to smash those boundaries in, at least in the first power play overs, I think having a defensive batsman might not actually be a bad choice, because if you just keep going for those pushes and strokes, maybe you can thread the needle somewhere or the other and find a four, because hitting sixes in power play, I mean, I've seen it go both ways. Oh, that's straight towards the middle stump, and somehow the ball has found the wicket. Abhishek was there just for one ball, and on the second one, he has been taken out of the picture here. And that's going to be a lens caught out. The Mumbai Grizzlies caught napping, and the Panthers slit their throats one by one. 2 wickets down here, and this wasn't even halfway through the second over.
Yeah, Chetan came in, he put a player out, and now JP comes in, he puts a player out.
Oh yeah.
2 wickets down. And again, I feel like Abhishek was just an offbeat player over there to kind of put in. However, him going out, something that we have to right now be okay with. But Davinder now in pitch. Let's see what magic he can make of.
Yeah. But we're going to be having a guest joining us in the commentary box. हमारे साथ यहाँ पे शामिल होंगे पप्पू जी. पप्पू, आप मुझे बताइए, अभी यहाँ पे जो ब्रूट बैट्समैन है वो आए तो है, बट okay, never mind. एक रुक जाते हैं, आपके लिए माइक लाते हैं पहले, and then we're gonna ask you the questions. But yeah, I do want to ask you a couple of things. So far, the Sydney Panthers have been doing okay. But yeah, okay. Can you just check for a moment? देखते हैं कि आप. All right, just a moment.
We go ahead. Let's see. As of now, it's been 14-2 wickets. Mumbai Grizzlies not feeling that great so far. पावर प्ले अभी तक खत्म नहीं हुआ है. 2 और डिलीवरीज बाकी है. JP keeping them in control. Only 3 runs so far, and with this 4th delivery coming through, another double.
Yeah.
And diving to reach for it. It's going to be a score of 16 after 2 wickets. Is still looking forward to making it through. अभी भी 2 और डिलीवरी शेष रहने वाली है यहाँ पे फ्लोकी.
Yeah, लेकिन सचिनप्रीत यहाँ पे काफी अच्छा खेल रहे हैं, होल्ड कर रहे हैं अभी तक. उन्होंने अपनी विकेट गंवाई नहीं है, and he's still trying to get those 2s in. थोड़ा सा मुश्किल हो सकता है यहाँ पे अगर सचिनप्रीत अपनी विकेट खो बैठे, लेकिन अभी तक शानदार बल्लेबाजी.
पीके, मैं सबसे पहले आपसे ये पूछना चाहता हूँ, अभिषेक को लेके आने का स्ट्रैटेजी क्या था?
पावर प्ले को मैक्सिमाइज करने का. वो शॉर्ट मैप वो प्ले सेट कर लिया था, इस वजह से वो आउट हो गया.
Nonetheless, but आपका क्या हुआ? इतना हंसते हंसते चले गए. अभी तो स्लो जरूर चल रहा है, बट आपका क्या हुआ? आउट सोचा नहीं था? ऐसे हंसते हंसते विकेट गया, ठीक है.
पावर प्ले में जितना ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा स्कोर करेंगे टीम के लिए उतना अच्छा होगा, और थोड़ा अर्ली शॉट हो गया, उसका आउट हो गया मैं.
ओके,
अच्छा होता है मैच में, हर मैच में नहीं चल सकते ना.
सही है, बिल्कुल. आई मीन, सामने वाली टीम भी कभी कभी अच्छा खेलेगी, आप एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर सकते कि क्या होने वाला है. लेकिन मेरे पास आपसे थोड़ा एक ऑफ बीट सवाल है. हमने देखा है कि अभी जो बल्लेबाजी वो चेंज हो रही थी. स्टार्टिंग में एक रेडिकल और ब्रूट आता था, अभी लोग एक विकेट खोने पर बैलेंस बैट्समैन भेज रहे हैं, आप लोग ने डिफेंसिव भेजा. क्या स्टार्टिंग फॉर्मेशन में ही ब्रूट को ना भेजना पहले तो पावर प्ले ओवर्स के लिए एक मतलब अच्छी चॉइस हो सकती है? आपको क्या लगता है, आपकी क्या राय है?
मेरा राय यह है कि पावर प्ले में ब्रूट को भेजना चाहिए, बिकॉज ब्रूट के पास सबसे ज़्यादा टाइमिंग है 80. वो 30 यार्ड आराम से क्रॉस कर सकते हैं, जिससे ज़्यादा मैक्सिमम बाउंड्री आ जाए और मैक्सिमम रन हो सके।
I see. Okay, well, I mean, काफी straightforward answer था. I expected there's something similar as well. मेरा भी यही आशा थी कि शायद यही logic होगा इसके पीछे. And makes sense, right? क्योंकि पहले तो power play over में usually अगर आप वो boundaries लाते हैं तो आप बाद में आराम से 2-2 या 3-3 एक रन के लिए खेल सकते हैं.
पर अभी हम बात करेंगे, देखिए आपकी टीम जो है लगातार 2-2 रन ले रही है। अभी उन्होंने 19 रन बनाया था, 2 और लेके 21 बना चुके हैं। तो अभी आप देखिए दविंदर है, सजन है, आपको पता है ये दोनों के बीच में एक जुगलबंदी भी है। स्ट्रैटेजी क्या है? क्योंकि अभी तक तो सिर्फ ग्राउंडेड शॉट्स देखने के लिए मौका मिल रहा है, पावर प्ले खत्म हो चुका है, अभी रन्स का ज़रूरत है बिकॉज यू नीड टू सेट अ टारगेट। एंड क्या टारगेट आपका दिमाग में है अभी के लिए?
अभी ये दोनों खेलेंगे तो 50 प्लस एजी आराम से बनेंगे और अभी सेफ खेलने की ज़रूरत है। अगर विकेट लूज करेंगे तो हम प्रेशर में आ जाएंगे, इसलिए अभी ग्राउंड खेल रहे हैं।
बट ये बाउंड्रीज देखिए, हम जनरली देखते हैं ना, जब पहला विकेट या दूसरा विकेट पावर प्ले में जब चला जाता है पीके, एक इश्यू हो जाता है कि पूरी टीम ही स्लो हो जाती है, बाउंड्रीज आना ही रुक जाती है। बट वो बाउंड्री यहाँ पे कब दिखेगा हमें?
बाउंड्री अभी नहीं दिख सकता है, 4th ओवर मे बी, 4th 5th ओवर।
Okay. Nice insightful conversation coming in from PK. Thank you so much आने के लिए यहाँ पे आपके डगआउट से लेके। ज़रूर आप जाके अपने टीममेट्स के साथ जुड़ सकते हैं। हम ज़रूर इस मैच को कंटिन्यू करेंगे, देखेंगे आगे क्या होगा। बट अभी के लिए wishing you guys the best, PK. Thank you so much.
Indeed, I mean, some really insightful comments coming out here from PK, explaining actually why they are sending out the brute batsmen early. As obvious as we expected, right? वो चाहते कि वो 30 यार्ड लाइन आराम से क्रॉस कर सके। एंड आई थिंक वहीं पे थोड़ा मतलब स्किल का ये आ जाता है कि आपको अपनी विकेट कंजर्व भी करनी है, लेकिन एट द सेम टाइम आपको बाउंड्रीज भी स्कोर करनी है, क्योंकि ब्रूट के लिए काफ़ी मुश्किल टास्क रहता है ये करना। और हमने देखा है कि ज़्यादातर अगर ब्रूट जो प्लेयर्स हैं पावर प्ले ओवर सर्वाइव करते हैं तो टीम के लिए लेटर ओवर्स में स्कोर करना काफ़ी आसान हो जाता है। जब हम देखते हैं कि बॉलिंग और टाइट होती है, फील्ड और टाइट होते जाती है, तब बाउंड्री स्कोर करने का चांस वापस बढ़ता है। तो काफ़ी इंसाइटफुल, लेकिन उसी के साथ उन्होंने बोला कि अभी 2-2 रन बनाने की ज़रूरत है और वो वही किए जा रहे हैं यहाँ पे मुंबई ग्रिज़लीज। आराम से स्टेबल काम गेम प्ले होता है।
और खत्म, 30 runs done at the loss of 2 wickets। PK ने ज़रूर बहुत insightful conversation दिया and उन्होंने बताया 4th over is something that we have to expect for boundaries। तीसरा ओवर यहाँ पे खत्म हो चुका है, but it is going to be Saurabh who steps in। That is a little bit of the dangerous man, highest wicket taker अगर बात करेंगे पैंथर्स की तरफ से so far it has been Saurabh, 6 wickets। अभी क्या कमाल करेंगे ये देखना पड़ेगा।
बिल्कुल, सौरभ यहाँ पे फास्ट बॉलर है, देखते हैं कि सचिनप्रीत ये बात का इस्तेमाल करके बाउंड्री स्कोर कर पाते हैं। नहीं, काफ़ी पावरफुल शॉट था ये, लेकिन वापस से सिर्फ 1 रन की क्षमता रहेगी क्योंकि फील्डिंग काफ़ी टाइट है। इसकी वजह से भी आएंगे स्ट्राइक पे दविंदर।
Around the wicket, दोबारा चेंज करते हुए सौरभ, let's see what he can put through right now.
And again, we're starting to see some more standard fielding positions. That is a good shot though, and I think it's going to reach the boundary.
It's gone.
There it is, finally. The side of the Mumbai Grizzlies are going to be able to push themselves just a little bit further on the back of that boundary. And again, that's going to be enough to set some doubt creeping into the bowler's minds. Maybe he's going to change the field up a little bit. Maybe he's going to throw a different type of ball. That remains to be seen. But another boundary coming through here from the winger as he continues to smash the ball. No hesitation whatsoever. Complete confidence from the man. And this is the man that we were talking about on day 1.
I really kind of now get into the brains of the player, जैसे PK ने हमें यहाँ पे आके बताया। He's like, पावर प्ले को कुछ ना कुछ करके हमें खत्म करना था। That is the reason Abhishek went through, but टिक नहीं पाए, आ गए वापस। दविंदर and Sachin, they made it happen. Now you can see Davinder back to back boundaries coming through. इस बार थोड़ा मुश्किल हो गया। Fielder was ready and he will stop it at the 30 yard. Single ले लेंगे इसके वजह से, but so far a better over compared to all of them. 10 रन ऑलरेडी 4 डिलीवरीज पे बना चुके हैं।
बिल्कुल, बहुत ही शानदार बल्लेबाजी यहाँ पे दविंदर की तरफ से, और सचिनप्रीत भी कोशिश करेंगे, लेकिन कैच मिलेगा यहाँ पे सिडनी पैंथर्स को। जैसे ही मुंबई ग्रिज़लीज थोड़ी सी ज्यादा मेहनत करते हैं, they try to push just a little bit further और वो ओवर एक्सटेंशन हो जाता है, कैच मिलता है यहाँ पे। उसी के साथ तीसरी विकेट।
Unfortunate for him to walk back. 30 runs almost पहुंचने वाले थे। 4 more runs is what he needed. In 13 deliveries he had achieved 26. Unfortunate that there needs to be a new one. But दविंदर अभी के लिए जरूर स्लो डाउन करेंगे। बाउंड्री से जिक्र किया था, 4th ओवर में बाउंड्रीज देखने के लिए मौका मिला, but wicket is something that neither we or I'm pretty sure Grizzlies would have wanted, but the over is done. At least a little bit of a better recovery. 41 runs for the loss of 3 wickets, and 5th, Akshu coming in.
Yeah. And now it's going to be Devendra and Milan, two prolific batsmen here. Milan, even though he's balanced, he's had a lot of impact on the field. And now, like PK mentioned, now it's going to be the time to smash the ball. And we'll see if the fielder adjusts the field for it. He does. In fact, now you start to see Akshu trying to cover all bases. You can see the fielders are more well spread out. There's one player towards third man.
Oh,
and man, that's...
wanted to sweep it, did not work. However, given a wide, thankful about that, an extra. But they've still not reached 50 here, Floki.
Yeah.
I mean, we were kind of thinking and predicting, even the score was mentioned, looking forward to somewhere around 60s. But reaching 50 has been trouble here for Mumbai Grizzlies. So far, all the games जो अभी तक हमने देखा है has been all defended. सारे teams ने एक target set किया and defend करके दिखाया है.
Yeah.
This can be that one game which can be a low-scoring one, but I'm not too sure if defense is still the way to go. Because out of all the days, I think in the past 6 days that we had 5 defending games.
Yeah.
Okay? And today, in one day, day 7 has 3 defending games and teams have won it.
Yeah, and the highest and the lowest defending games were both played by the Delhi Sharks. Oh, and the trap was set. We took our eyes off the game for just a moment to look at the stats. And there was a red card out. Sydney Panthers finding the wickets one after another.
And that to Devendra walking back to the dugout.
Oh, yeah.
Now things are going to shake up on the side of Mumbai Grizzlies. The score is just 44 and they have lost 4 deliveries. Thankfully, they did not have enough air time.
Oh, yeah. That was risky. The moment I saw the shot and I saw the ball going up in the air, I'm like, wait, no way. No way they're going to lose all their wickets, right? But, yeah, definitely a heartbreaking moment here for the Grizzlies. They could have gotten more boundaries here.
That's a big shout. Umpire's going to it. He signals another wicket. And that's Swapnil. A golden duck and an all-out Mumbai Grizzlies.
My God, just caught off guard entirely, marking the end of the first innings. All the players of the Mumbai Grizzlies have been taken out here, and that was the 200th wicket of GEPL, folks.
All new Pulsar Mania is here. Maniacs wanted.
Lenskart. Download the app or visit your nearest store.
लेकिन ये पाइप चलेगा.
Finolex pipes. पीढ़ियां बदलेंगी, पाइप नहीं.
But now it's innings changed. It's going to be the second innings. Playing on the chasing end, Sydney Panthers taking up batting, and right now Mumbai Grizzlies, can they put up spells which are going to be enough to take down the opponent? 45 runs.
Yeah. Oh man, this is such an easy target to chase, and the Panthers will definitely make it frustrating. They're going to take all these twos. They're not even going to try for boundaries until they see a very clear-cut opportunity. The need of the hour is to play defensively. And Akshu and Pradyumna are the men tasked with doing just that.
Jeetega, Jeetega is what I can hear in the background that they're shouting, but can they? A shorter, slower delivery coming through. Faster delivery actually, making use of it. They do try to put it towards the third man, however, does not beat the fielder.
Yeah.
Still a double.
Oh, yeah.
But Grizzlies have a big task ahead of them. 46 runs was needed in 30 balls. Right as of now, they need 42 runs of 28 deliveries.
Yeah, and this is looking like it's going to be shaping up to be a match which is
edge.
Yeah, edge, and there's going to be 2 runs per ball. That's all the Panthers are going to be aiming for. That's the ideal game state for them.
A lucky edge here to talk about. If that kind of edge hit the leg stump, the first wicket to be found for Grizzlies.
Yep. Well, there's death by 1,000 cuts, and then there's death by 1,000 paper cuts. feel like this is going to be the latter. Target is very achievable. All it requires is patience and perseverance. And in fact, there might be chance for a 3. Yep, the Sydney Panthers are going to leg it. The fielding just off the money. In fact, going for a 4th run. Can they find it? Oh, the dive covers it. Beautiful running between the wickets. 4 runs here for the side of the Sydney Panthers.
Unfortunate, man. Defended that from going to a boundary, but still lost because they were unable to stop it at the right time and send it back to the pitch. That's okay. But 10 runs already given in the first over, and we still have 2 more deliveries. Not that great. Great innings or start of the innings coming through. Again, a little bit of a misfield and a double risk coming through. And they took it. By the time the keeper got it, it was not even a dive. They were able to run and reach the crease.
Jeez, I mean, I have to say, even though the target is very achievable here for the Panthers, some of their plays are, well, they make my palms sweaty. So, yeah, certainly an entertaining first over so far. Maybe not in the most traditional senses, but we'll see if this pattern continues. Well, I believe that singular means that Akshu is going to retain strike. And again, I like that idea because that is taking pressure off of Pradyumna. Pradyumna doesn't really need to worry about scoring all of those boundaries, especially given the target. Akshu, the radical batsman, can play a more variety of shots. Well, he can try and smash it out of the park, but that's really not on the agenda here because that could turn into a catch or a run out or something of that nature. The Panthers will play it safe. Take the 1s, take the 2s, and just frustrate out the side of the Grizzlies.
Still not able to find the wickets. 13 runs given away in the first over, and now we see the second power play underway. Still keeping the spinners going around, looking forward to a delivery. Abhishek previously made one of the lowest today, 6 runs and 2 wickets. Went for a scoop. Nice one here. Abhishek will be super happy. Milan, however, is still guiding him to look forward to that first wicket. Either dismiss Pradyumna or Akshu. Akshu already finding strides. 14 runs in 7 deliveries. Is yet on the non-striking end. But Pradyumna faced his first ball, did not find it. Within second, he does find it. Doesn't go directly for a 6, but 1 bounce and reaches the boundary, and a nice 4.
Oh yeah. This is the first time I've seen that stroke used so well that hit right in the middle of the bat. Perfect timing. And well, that's going to be a boundary. Sydney Panthers, they can take a bit of a breather after that one. Pradyumna starting to warm up here on the field.
Run rate when we started was 9, and right as now it went down to 8. If it keeps going down like this, by the time they reach even the 4th over, I think it could have been lesser to 5 or 4, which is not a good sight or a sign for Mumbai Grizzlies. They have to put a stop, need a wicket here. The partnership that's building up is something that they also need to start worrying about. Cause for concern, 26 runs in 20 balls. Easily achievable. And power play still underway.
And again, I mean, put it a different target. I'd say this is some pretty tight fielding coming here from the Mumbai Grizzlies, and it's actually a rather decent over considering it's power play, but that is not the case. The Grizzlies definitely did not score enough runs to warrant that kind of, well, opinions.
Nice shot in the gap. Goes across. It's chauka. And it looks like unstoppable are these two, Pradyumna as well as Akshu. Over gets over. Power play comes to an end. But it doesn't seem to be the number of runs going away. 25 for no loss at all so far. And Mumbai Grizzlies, the beast, look like they've gone or caught napping. It's a slumber party on their end.
Yeah, I mean, you sort of expect that in the power play. And I have to say, it's really a really tough task here for the bowler to get some wickets. It's nigh impossible. So it's unfair to have that expectation of him.
Pradyumna needs 3 more runs to get the highest number of runs so far. Misses this first delivery as the power play comes to an end. Fielding, if you want to talk about it, one towards mid-wicket. And the others are straight long on and long off. And everybody else in the deeps. Let's see if Pradyumna gets a boundary to get his 3 runs to get the most number of runs. And I think it's somewhere around 180 marks. He gets a hit. It was closer to the gap, but deep back point, the player comes, puts this off. So double is going to be on cards. and he's now 1 run away.
Oh, yeah. Just one. And again, any other day of the week, any other match, any other score, this would be some good bowling coming through from Milan, at least in the first 2 balls.
A short delivery missed.
Yeah. Well, again, this would be some really good bowling, were it not for the target. Were it not for the 45 runs they scored in the first inning. So Milan doing everything he can to put his team back in the fight.
On the other end, is just looking forward to being the highest scorer, but makes a mistake, does he? Yes, he does! And the wicket gone before he becomes the highest scorer. A big loss here. And a nice catch for the Grizzlies on the other end.
Yeah. Pradyumna mildly annoyed by how that played out. You could see it on his face, but...
And our host also annoying.
Yeah.
Our beloved League Ops.
Oh, yeah. Well, it all comes full circle, you know. But hey, coming back to the game, the Sydney Panthers, I don't think they're too bothered. I don't think even Pradyumna is too bothered by the fact that he couldn't really breach his personal target. As long as his team wins the game, that is going to be more than what is required. And again, a powerful shot coming through, but no boundary.
With that wicket, it feels like Mumbai Grizzlies have awoken.
Yeah.
Right? They might have a chance, but I think they would need another 2 wickets to slow that pace down. You saw, right? I think when we saw in terms of the number of runs and balls, it was 19 runs and around 15 deliveries.
Yeah.
So there are still those chances that maybe something cannot work out or something can. Last delivery coming in here for the over. Akshu, nice hit across the 30 yards. The fielder was there, and even such a clapping. That was a brilliant position spot and a shot of a chauka.
Yeah, but I think that's more so for his teammate. I think that's the best over the Grizzlies have had this inning.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 dot balls, a wicket. I mean, sure, you give away 8 runs at the end of it, but still, I mean, what could you ask for? Milan, he was in a very tough spot, and yet he delivered that.
I don't know how a recovery can be kind of put up as of now.
Yeah. And well, like I said earlier today, there is a mountain to be climbed and has to be done without any safety gear. Davinder, let's see what sorts of risks he's going to take to try and get his team back in the game.
12 deliveries and needed is 23 runs. Okay.
Yeah.
Saurabh was not ready. It felt like
That's,
very late of a reaction coming in from his end.
Yeah, it's all right. Sometimes they're just... he's just warming up, you know. It's a warm-up ball for him.
At least not at the Golden Duck, right?
Yeah. And, you know, Sydney Panthers, they can afford that at the moment. No harm, no foul. Oh, that's high up in the air. Good shot too. But 2 runs will be found nonetheless.
Unfortunate that the fielder was there, but I think otherwise it was a very beautiful shot.
Yeah, and I have to say, the Sydney Panthers, they need to find these twos because that's what's going to take the pressure off in the coming over. If they don't find those twos, if Davinder is able to get a few dots in, then it could be really hard. That might just go straight into the fielder's hands. It does! There's the wicket that they were looking for, sort of taken out of the picture here. Quickly walking off, making room for his teammate to come through. And the Sydney Panthers, well, they're not going to be too pleased, but again, that's only the 2nd wicket of this innings. And that was the balanced batsman for the Sydney Panthers. It wasn't one of their radicals. So again, not the biggest loss in the world, but still a cause for celebration here for the Grizzlies, who so far have not had the best of games.
Akshu still standing strong, standing tall. Davinder already in his 3rd delivery has found the wicket. 11 runs needed of 9 deliveries. Short pitch coming through right on the batsman. Even Sajjan is like, wow. That's a feisty ball.
11 needed off of 8, and with these dot balls, that runs are going to start adding up.
Getting closer and closer here, Floki. For a second, we thought it looked like the runs are getting lower and the ball seemed to be higher. But right now, tides have changed because of those 2 wickets being found in the 3rd and the 4th over consecutively. And can Davinder find another? If not, maybe even dots work.
Yeah. I mean, if the Grizzlies are to win this, then Milan and Davinder are the ones who need to be given that credit, because man oh man, they have been bowling some superb beauties time and time again. And well, that's going to be another 2 runs going the way of the Panther here, and that's the on for the over.
Last delivery, but before that did come through the bounce warning. However, with the double, there's something that kind of strikes me right now. Apes, when they were playing, they had 4 wickets in their hand that they're taken down on the opponent's end. But unfortunately, were unable to take down the last wicket because they were not attacking, just playing doubles. I feel like that might be the same stride that Sydney Panthers will be looking for. Not attacking, but playing those grounded shots. Therefore, I feel like Grizzlies should bring in their defenses inside.
And that's what they're doing. They've got 4 fielders towards the straight side. And well, the batsman using his head more than the raw strength in his biceps. Thinking, okay, well, you got fielder's position on the outside towards third man, square leg and fine leg, so that's where I'll hit. You want the ball, you better run for it.
7 runs in 6 balls.
Last over here. There's only so much that you can do.
Can
the
Sajjan
Mumbai Grizzlies
be the hero? A short delivery and the first one hits the body. Yes, good one.
Even he's surprised by it. He didn't see that coming.
Sajjan previously just like this in the last over, but he was on the batting innings. He was the one who made that victory happen. But now he's on the bowling innings. Can he find it? A shorter delivery, but it just gets pushed off to the back square leg. Deep player going to be there. Double will be pulled off. And now things seem risky. It's going to be 5 runs needed in 4 deliveries.
No, boy. Down to the wire.
Anything can happen here, Floki. If a wicket goes, back on is the game. If there isn't, it's going to be another double.
Oh,
swinging it right, it might find the 4. Equalizing the score here. 1 more run to win, but the scores are already even.
Yep, Sydney Panthers have secured 1 point for themselves. And Mumbai Grizzlies need to fight to
That's
deny
not the
that
4
point.
that they had to give away.
Yeah, they need to deny that final point here to the Panthers. They need to find something out of this. They did win the game earlier today. But they will be able to find the one, and that's going to be the win coming through here for the Sydney Panthers. In fact, going for a double, rubbing salt into the wounds of the Grizzlies. And the Grizzlies have been gut-napping in their games. The Panthers will take the win.
They beat Mumbai Grizzlies for the 2nd time in this overall group stages, in this league stage. This shouldn't have happened. Grizzlies had a great turnout. And especially this went to the wire. We thought maybe there is still that chance, if not for that 4 that happened. Great game from either ends. But right as now, we would want to hear what happened down at the pitch. We'll send it towards the stage. But just before that, a short break.
Pulsar Mania's here. Maniacs wanted.
Lenskart. Download the app.
लेकिन ये पाइप चलेगा.
Finolex pipes. पीढ़ियां बदलेंगी, पाइप नहीं.
There's good news in the house. There is, of course, good news. Good news is, yeah, Sydney have won 1 game. It was really important for them. But the bigger news is that we have the highest run scorer in the tournament sitting like either left or right hand side of me. If you can guess it, okay, people are already guessing. Yeah, it's on the right side. Pradyuman, if I could please have you up quickly. The highest run scorer so far in the tournament. Give it up for Pradyuman, guys. Okay, come here, come front. So, since you are the highest run scorer, right, there's a separate prize for you if you get it, but that's after the finals. If you win the prize, whom are you dedicating it to?
Yeah, I'll...
There. Everyone is watching. Your fans at home, your friends, family, everyone.
I'll dedicate it to my father.
You'll dedicate it to your father?
Yeah.
Lucky man. Lucky man.
And more than that prize, I think the title is important for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
that
I have to contribute to team.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my first.
So you're planning to keep the record going on even further?
Yeah.
If luck is there.
Luck. No, not luck.
See,
Yeah,
मेरा मानना है कि luck से ज़्यादा खुद का skills रहता है, right?
Yeah.
तो आपका क्या मानना है इसके मामले में? खुद का skills या luck?
Skills.
Skills ज़्यादा?
Yeah.
ठीक है, तो skills तो आपके पास है.
I'll keep going like this. I'll contribute to my team.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll win that prize.
Of course, all the best to you. But if I could please have both the captains quickly now. You can take a seat, man. You can take a seat, man. You did a fantastic job. आ जाओ, दविंदर पाजी आ जाओ अक्षु. आपने जाने से पहले मुझे बोला था कि टॉस जीत रहे मैच नहीं जीत रहे. ये कैसे हो गया? लॉजिक क्या हुआ बात का फिर?
मैंने बोला था कि 60 से पहले का रोकना है तो रुक दिया.
रोक भी दिया वो. रोक दिया ना. क्रेडिट किसको देना चाहोगे? खुद को, अपनी पूरी टीम को, या फिर कोई इंडिविजुअल ऐसा प्लेयर है जो आप आगे भी ऐसे ही उससे ऐसे परफॉर्मेंसेस एक्सपेक्ट करेंगे?
पूरी टीम को देना चाहूंगा. पूरी टीम ऐसे ही खेले तो ही जीत सकते हैं. टीम गेम है सिंगल का.
वेल ऑफ कोर्स कांग्रेचुलेशंस टू यू. बट दविंदर पाजी, आपने एक मैच आज जीता है, राइट? ये वाला मैच आप हार गए, लेकिन उनके लिए एक अच्छी कहानी है कि वो पहला मैच हारे फिर दूसरा जीत गए.
तो अच्छा खेले, काफी अच्छा खेले. और हमारी टीम मतलब अच्छा खेली. 15 रन थोड़े कम पड़ गए जी, तो 60 होता तो कर लेते.
अच्छा, मुझे ये बताओ कि सबका ये 60 रन का ही क्यों टारगेट हो रहा है? 70 क्यों नहीं, 80 क्यों नहीं, ऊपर क्यों नहीं और टारगेट रख पा रहे हो?
पावर प्ले में कैसा स्टार्ट मिलता है उसके ऊपर है,
उसके ऊपर डिपेंडेंट है. अगर पावर प्ले में मान लो 30-40 रन बना लिए किसी तरीके से,
30 बना लिया, अगर विकेट हाथ में है तो 70 भी हो जाएंगे.
तो 70 भी हो जाएंगे.
हमने 67 चेज किया था.
वेल देखो, बहुत सारे मैचेस बाकी है, आपके भी है जरूर. तो उसके लिए तो मेरी तरफ से ऑल द बेस्ट, राइट? प्लीज शेक हैंड्स. मुकाबला इंपॉर्टेंट था क्योंकि हमें हाईएस्ट रन स्कोर ऑफ द टूर्नामेंट मिले हैं, बट वो चेंज हो जाएगा यार. 4 दिन बाकी है, आज भी 2 और बैचेस बाकी रहेंगे, एंड वी हैव अ टन ऑफ स्टफ वेटिंग फॉर यू गाइस. यस, देयर इज अ टन ऑफ एंटरटेनमेंट वेटिंग फॉर यू, तो कहीं मत जाइएगा. बट फॉर नाउ विल हेड ओवर टू द एनालिस्ट डेस्क फॉर द पोस्ट मैच सेगमेंट. एनालिस्ट, प्लीज टेक इट अवे.
Mania is here. Maniacs wanted.
Lenskart. Download the app now.
लेकिन ये पाइप चलेगा.
फिनोलेक्स पाइप्स, पीढ़ियां बदलेंगी, पाइप नहीं.
Well, Sydney Panthers, they're turning out to be the party spoilers for Mumbai Grizzlies after they had that incredible victory against the Rhinos. A massive victory, rather. Sydney Panthers, finally, we have one team who won the toss, choose to bowl, and finally, well, got in their way.
Absolutely, रोशन. हमने अभी तक देखा है कि आप बॉलिंग लेंगे तो आप जीत रहे हैं. और अगर पहले बैटिंग कर रहे हैं तो थोड़ी बहुत विक्ट्रीज आ रही हैं. आज पहले 3 मैचों में the team batting first won the game, and Sydney has reversed that particular trend. But good win for them, keeps them hooked on to the points table, and you know what, moves them up the table as well.
Of course, it does move, but here is, of course, that batting lineup for y'all. Remember, Akshu was their only guy who really... They lost 2 quick wickets, remember? But later on, it was Akshu who anchored the innings and got them till that end. Rather, I mean, not one of the scores, of course, which, of course, Grizzlies would have wanted. But in the end, a very convincing win, isn't it?
Yeah, we spoke about this, that Akshu needs to step up and help Pradyumna and take some responsibility off him. और आज Pradyumna जब fail हो गए 9 of 8, and that's not the way he, bats really. 9 of 8 means really tight bowling. और दविंदर ने सौरभ को भी out कर दिया. So somebody really need to take charge, and Akshu rose to the challenge. 28 of 13, supported by Azan. But then you look at Mumbai Grizzlies. Where did it go wrong for them? And I'll tell you, Sarjan and PK opening for them. My namesake getting PK, who is the #1 real cricket player. मेरे को ये कहना ही था. He got him for duck. But then Abhishek was bowled by JP for a duck. Now Abhishek is a defensive player and mostly he bowls. तो वो नंबर 3 पे क्या कर रहे थे? जैसा हमने कमेंट्री में सुना, Mumbai wanted to waste the power play overs, get them out of the way and save their best batsman for the end. लेकिन ये काम नहीं किया. क्यों? क्योंकि सर्जन आउट हो गए और दविंदर भी 17 पे आउट हो गए. So didn't really work for Mumbai, their plans.
It's only Sarjan now. In fact, he didn't work for the last game, but now he came. But unfortunately for a losing cause. That's how the Sydney Panthers bowling scorecard looks like. Akshu, well, has to be that pick, isn't it? I mean, he got the runs and he also has the wickets.
Got the wickets, got the runs. He is the pick for the man of the match. But if you look at the follow wickets, Mumbai never really got away. उनका strategy काम नहीं किया. एक पार्टनरशिप को छोड़ के पहले 2 विकेट 11 रन पर और लास्ट के 3 विकेट 5 रन पर गिर गए. So 45 we have seen, not a challenging total.
Well, 40s is, of course, very dicey sometimes. You talk about going for a chase. You really have to have an exceptional bowling in case you really want to defend something like that.
And they tried really hard. लेकिन क्या हुआ? आप देखिए उनके पहले 2 ओवर, अभिषेक और स्वप्निल ज्यादातर पावर प्ले में विकेट्स लेते हैं, लेकिन आज असफल रहे. 25 रन दिए उन्होंने पहले 2 ओवर में. लास्ट के 3 ओवर में they gave away only 22 runs for 2 wickets, but that was not enough because they were only defending 45. अगर 10 रन और होते तो वो लास्ट के 3 ओवर बचा जाते, लेकिन they did not bat well enough. Their plans did not work. As a result, Mumbai losing.
शानदार जीत सिद्धि पैंथर्स के नाम यहाँ पर 3 विकेट से जीत लिया उन्होंने. और इसी के साथ ऑफ कोर्स हम देखेंगे मूवमेंट जरूर होगा उस पॉइंट्स टेबल में जिसकी हम बात कर रहे हैं. मुंबई ग्रिजली शुरुआत अच्छी की, फिर आज दिन खत्म होने के पहले something for them to really remember.
बिल्कुल, I mean they won the last game, but now they've lost the second game, so they'll stay on 10 points. And you know what? We have to talk about man of the match, Akshu. इन्होंने brilliant performance की. कप्तान साहब जो he looks up to Davinder, and Davinder has said कि नहीं भैया, हम तो जो है मैदान पे हम तो players हैं, हम friends नहीं हैं. And he's done that. Sydney have beaten Mumbai twice. And in both matches, Akshu has played the major role. He was man of the match in the previous game. He's man of the match in this game as well. Well done, Akshu.
Well, then, of course, you've seen a lot of such instances where your role models actually become your competitors just for that match.
Yeah.
But in the end, when you're out there, it's all about competition. And that's how, of course, the partnership for Sydney Panthers, good opening start. Pradyumna, remember, has gone on top of that leaderboard when it comes down to the runs for the batters. Akshu, again, phenomenal performance from him till the end. Had that partnership, but again, not too much for the likes of Saurabh.
Yeah, I mean, that first partnership worked well for them. They got that base. और उस बेस ने उनको अलाउ किया ये चेस करना. वो जो 2 विकेट बीच में आए थे, they could have really harmed them. They could have really hurt them. It went down to the wire, but Akshu was there to finish the game for his team.
Well, Akshu, of course, finishing the game for his team. In the end, of course, we did see Azan, who got those final runs. I mean, for, of course, the Sydney batting there. And in the end, they get the 2 points as well. Have the look at the other end now. Mumbai Grizzlies there. Davinder is there. There is no doubt on that. But it's high time now. In fact, the bowlers really also, buckle up.
Yeah, they're missing another batsman, really. Sajanpreet has been really good with the bat. Davinder on and off. So they're really missing a second batsman. PK a bit off color in this tournament. पहली 2 partnerships अच्छी नहीं थी. बीच में एक partnership आई. Last में 2 में वो फिर कुछ नहीं कर पाए. There's no reason to see why Mumbai finished with a low, below par total.
Well, it's not all over for Mumbai when they come out. Remember, we still have plenty of games coming forward as we build up to that land finale, where the top 4 are going to make it to the qualifiers eventually for that eliminator, and 2 into that final. We have 4s and 6s, of course. Not a high-scoring game this, but we still have a few. Let's have a look at the 4s and 6s brought to you by Pulsar NS125 Showstopper. Well, we did see, of course, those 4s and 6s. We did have a couple of wickets as well eventually when we saw that innings on both sides. Let's have a look at the wickets brought to you by Lenskart. A well-deserved victory there for the Sydney Panthers after a good display and good performance that in the end, Mumbai Grizzlies will come back strong and hard. We'll have a look at the points table. Now things have changed. Remember, Sydney Panthers with the 2 points as we have a look at that points table move up in that quarter. There it is. Again, Mumbai Grizzlies, Sydney Panthers, crucial. I mean, they're almost there, 8 points. Not too far behind. 2 victories. They could be a top as well.
Yeah, they played 9 matches, so getting to 8 points was really crucial. They've closed the gap. If you look at the number 2 and number 3 side, obviously Kolkata still have a game in hand. And then obviously you have New York Apes. They are equal to, they have a game in hand. They'll be playing the last game today. So yeah, it was a good time to get that win in. Mumbai will be disappointed. They had the opportunity to tie with Dubai at the top of the table. Looking likely now that Dubai will finish top of the table for the 3rd consecutive day.
Dubai there, of course, pretty much fancy their chances getting into the top 4. But what's more important is they have to be consistent with their performance in the games to come as we have started the reverse fixtures for the GEPL. Well, that'll be a story to see eventually if Dubai can do that. But we are getting ready for that next game. Delhi Sharks taking on the Kolkata Hawks. Remember, Kolkata come back with a victory. Again, now Delhi is, of course, a good explosive team. They can score runs. They can actually bowl well as well. This, of course, like I was telling you from the start, is my battle which I was watching for. Can you think Kolkata can actually make some movements here?
Absolutely. Kolkata coming with some winning momentum. Delhi are a very unpredictable side. They'll either get 70 plus or they'll be like, okay, you know what, we'll get 40, 45. So from that aspect, I think it's going to be a very, very interesting matchup. Let's see what's in store for us.
Let's see what's in store for us. But after this short little break, don't go anywhere.